Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I'm Fiber Fox Studios. Today we are going to be working on pattern number 61, which is done in a multiple of 18 plus 4 if you're working flat. Remember, you can work flat or in the round using my tutorials, and you can make any project that you would like. Down in the description box, you're going to find helpful playlists that talk about how you can finish out and what you do with the ends, as well as different project ideas and the chain counts for those. And I have all kinds of how-to videos that answer a lot of the frequently asked questions, and all of that is linked down in the description box. You can also find a link to my Etsy shop, but you never ever have to buy anything. I am going to teach you the entire pattern here in this video. We need to select at least 2 colors of yarn and your favorite crochet hook, and then you're going to jump down in that description, pick a project, and we're going to get started. Working in color A. To get started, you are going to chain in our multiple of 18 over and over. To work flat, you will add 4 more chains to the end of your chain count. If you are going to work in the round, you are just simply going to chain in the multiple of 18 over and over, and then you will be slip stitching to the first chain that you made to form a ring, and then you will begin working the repeats given in the video in that same stitch that you slip stitch into. This tutorial can be worked right or left-handed, and we are going to be working flat. So for me, I have chained in the multiple of 18 twice, and I have added 4 chains to the end of that chain count, giving me a grand total of 40 starting chains. This is going to give me a 2 repeat wide swatch, by the way. To begin row 1 when working flat, you are going to skip this very next chain from our hook and work into the second chain from the hook, working a traditional single crochet. And all that means is we're going into the complete stitch under the V, and then we single crochet just like normal from there. Now we will begin our repeat for row 1, which is a back loop only single crochet in every stitch except for our very last stitch of the row. So this is what I mean by back loop only. When you're working your mosaic stitches, all of your single crochets that you work in the repeat, so in this case our repeat is single crochets, we are going to pick up just that back loop of the stitch, and then from there you single crochet just like normal. So we're going to work 1 back loop only single crochet all the way down the row until you have 1 stitch left, and then we will meet up at the end of the row and we'll work that final stitch together, and I'll show you how to bind off. We are now here at the end of the row. I have 1 stitch left. At the end of every row, you are going to be working a traditional single crochet in the final stitch of the row. So again, that just means we're going into the complete stitch this time under the V, and we're doing our single crochet. So after we have done our traditional single crochet, we need to bind off. So we started in color A. Now for row 2, we're about to begin, and we're going to be joining on with color B. So we need to end our row binding off. I like to do a knotted bind off, so I suggest that you do the same. So you're going to chain up 2, and then you will clip your yarn and cinch this down. So now we just need to pull our strand of yarn on up through the top of our last chain that we made. Now we will have our little tail here. We're going to place our thumb and index right above those 2 chains that we made. And we're going to pull up on our tail while we slide our thumb and index down, cinching it down, forming that little knot here at the end of the row. That is how you'll make sure that your work does not come apart. We are now going to begin row number 2. We don't turn our work, we just simply return back to the start of the row, and we are going to identify the very first stitch in the row. And if you're working flat, of course, you see that you have this little side bump here. That's our turning chain that we used when we started row 1. So we can scoot that down out of the way to make sure that we don't accidentally work into it. Now we are going to identify the very first V and insert our hook into that stitch, completely into that single crochet. So you want to be all the way in under the stitch. And now we are going to grab color B and join on. So I like to just lay the yarn over the tip of my hook, and I'm going to pull up a loop. So I've got a little tail back there. I'm just going to pull up that loop, and now I am going to chain one, grabbing both the tail and working yarn. Kind of lock that in place. And now this is how we will be joining on every single row with whatever color you're working. You are going to insert your hook back into that same exact first stitch, completely in under the V. And then we can allow our tail to fall, and we will finish out our traditional single crochet to join on our new color. From here, we're going to begin our repeat for row number 2, which is exactly like row 1. We are going to be doing another back loop only single crochet row. So for the rest of the tutorial, I'll be referring to these stitches as just single crochets, and you will know that when you're working your repeat stitches, all single crochets are always worked back loop only. So you're going to place one single crochet in each stitch except for the last stitch. You'll work a traditional single crochet in that very last stitch on your row. So you will continue on down your row, working one single crochet into each stitch, except for the very last stitch of the row. That will be your traditional single crochet again. And then we will meet up for row 3 whenever you're ready. Row 3 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row number 3 begins with 2 double crochets. All of our double crochets will be worked exactly as I'm about to show you. This is what makes them mosaic double crochets. We are going to wrap our yarn just like normal, and then we identify the very next stitch in the row, and we slide down 2 rows below here to our corresponding stitch, and we just pick up that front loop. We're going to then grab our yarn and pull up a loop. And then from here, it's just like a double crochet like normal. You grab and pull through 2, grab and pull through 2. So we are laying that double crochet over row 2 to cover up that stitch to help form our shapes. So we're going to keep working the repeat. A second double crochet is needed. So right here in the very next stitch, if you're not sure where that is, you can always fold back your double crochet. Each double crochet takes up 1 stitch back here on this previous row. So it covers it up. So now let's work our second double crochet. We work 3 single crochets next. So again, you identify the very next stitch and you begin working your single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets, 1, and number 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, and number 2. 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and we end our repeat by working 1 double crochet here in this very next stitch. And that ends our repeat, so we're going to recap it. Row number 3's repeat began with 2 double crochets, 3 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 3 single crochets, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches on down your row. If you are new, we are about to work the repeat again for a second time so that you can learn how you work these on down the row. Clear up any confusion you might have. So if you do not need this, you know where to go down in the description and skip ahead. For the rest of us, we are going to work row 3 one more time together. Row 3's repeat begins with 2 double crochets. So here's our end of the repeat, and we just simply start it again at the beginning. So here is 2 doubles, 1, and number 2. Three single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 double crochets, 1, and 2, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet ends our repeat. So as you will see, this is what your work looks like after working 2 repeats along your row. So continue to grow out your project. And then for those of you who need row ends, we are about to learn how you work all of your row ends on every single row. So at the end of the row, you are going to find you will always have 2 stitches left. We are going to restart our repeat for 1 stitch and work that here in the second to last stitch. And then of course, as we already learned, we do a traditional single crochet here in the very last stitch of the row, going under the V and completely into the stitch. So for this row, for row 3, our repeat begins with double crochets. So that is what we will be working here in the next stitch. So work 1 double, and now we single crochet here into the very last stitch, and then we bind off. We're going to now clip our yarn and move on to row number 4. Row number 4 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row number 4 begins with 4 single crochets, There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, and 2, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, and 3 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, and number 3. So now let's recap what we have done. Row number 4's repeat began with 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 3 single crochets. So you will continue to work that exact set of stitches on down your row. Meet up with me for row 5 whenever you're ready. Row 5 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 5's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and we will now do 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, one single crochet, and 1 double crochet to end our repeat. So let's recap what we have done. Row number 5's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you will continue to work that exact set of stitches on down your row and meet up with me when you're ready for row 6. Row 6 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row number 6 begins with 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, and 3 single crochets to end our repeat. 1, 2, 3. So that ends our repeat. So let's recap it. Row number 6's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 3 single crochets. So you're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 7. Row 7 begins now, and you are working in color A. Row 7's repeat begins with 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat by working 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. That ends our repeat, so let's recap it. Row number 7's repeat began over here with 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 4 single crochets. So you're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 8. Row 8 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row number 8's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and we end the repeat with 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that ends our repeat. Let's recap what we've done. Row number 8's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 3 single crochets, 2 double crochets, and we end the repeat with 5 single crochets. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 9. Row number 9 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 9's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets will end our repeat. 1 and 2. So let's recap what we have done. Row number 9's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, and we end with 2 double crochets. So you're going to keep repeating that exact set and meet up with me for row 10. Row number 10 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 10's repeat begins with 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, and 2 single crochets ends that repeat. 1 and 2. All right, so let's recap what we have done. Row number 10's repeat began with 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 2 single crochets. So you will continue to work that exact set of stitches in a cheater method for this row. After you get started, you'll see that we're really just making 5 singles, 1 double all the way down the row. That may not make any sense to you, but trust me, that's what we're doing. Just stick with the designated repeat that I've given if that doesn't make sense. Row 11 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 11's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and 3 single crochets ends our repeat. 1, 2, and 3. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 11's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we end with 3 single crochets. So continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row number 12. Row 12 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row number 12 begins with 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, and 2 single crochets to end our repeat. 1 and 2. So let's recap it. Our repeat for row number 12 began with 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 2 single crochets. So you're going to keep repeating this exact set of stitches and meet up with me for row 13. Row number 13 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 13's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we will end the repeat with 2 double crochets, 1, and number 2. So that ends our repeat. So let's recap what we have done. Row number 13's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, and we end with 2 double crochets. So you will keep repeating that exact set of stitches and meet up for row 14. Row 14 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 14's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's recap it. Row number 14's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 3 single crochets, 2 double crochets, and we end the repeat with 5 single crochets. So you're going to continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 15. Row 15 begins now, and we are working in color A. Our repeat for row 15 begins with 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's recap what we've done. Row 15's repeat began with 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 4 single crochets. So you'll continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 16. Row 16 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 16's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, and 3 single crochets to end our repeat. 1, 2, 3. So let's recap it. Row 16's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 3 single crochets. So you're going to keep repeating that exact set and meet up with me for row 17. Row 17 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 17's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1, and number 2, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, and we end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So let's recap what we have done. Our repeat for row 17 began over here with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 double crochet ends the repeat. So you're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches and meet up with me when you're ready for our final row. Row 18 begins now. We are working in color B, and this is our final row. Our repeat for row 18 begins with 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, 3 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, 3. So let's recap what we have done. Our repeat for row 18 began with 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 3 single crochets. From here, we are going to meet up one more time. So you are going to repeat this on down your row, and I'll see you in just a moment to talk about how you can grow your project. From here, after you have completed row 18, you're going to go back to row 3, and you will repeat rows 3, through 18 over and over until you've reached your desired size. After you have completed row 18 for the final time, you will then work row 3 as your final row up here. So you'll restart row 3 one more time. And that will even out your start of your project and the end of your project so that they match up and look the same. So hopefully you have found this tutorial to be very helpful. Please make sure you're checking out the linked videos and playlists that I have in the description for how you can handle your ends and other helpful information all down there in that description box. If you have any questions, you can always leave me a comment down below. I do enjoy hearing from you. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye for now.